Well, good morning, or afternoon, or whatever time it may be for you, and happy holidays. Or at least I hope it's going to be holidays very soon. I hope it's not the holidays right now when you're watching this. If it is, that's okay. But it would be better if you're watching this prior to the holidays, which is going to tie into the whole thing we're going to be talking about. So yeah, get yourself. I know things are starting to cool off and feel good out there, and we've got all of these wonderful holidays that we're going to be celebrating, and we're going to be talking today about what holidays look like on YouTube, making content based around the holidays. There's going to be a couple of different things that we are going to discuss with this, but I'm going to keep it kind of short. I want you to be able to make it through this entire episode, and one sitting preferably, because I kind of feel like this is it's important information. It's valuable. This is one that I took advantage of very early on, and it worked very well for me. So especially if you are a smaller YouTube creator, then this is going to benefit you greatly. Now, if you're a larger YouTube creator, it's still there's still a lot of benefits for you. You just have to look at it from a little bit different perspective. You got to look at it through a little bit different lens. But we'll be talking all that in just a moment. Let me get started by saying that it is mid-October. I really, really hope, I said mid-October, we got a week until Halloween. I really, really am pushing to have this video, this podcast episode out there prior to Halloween. And this is not a holiday video or anything. Obviously there's no decorations or, Halloween theme, but the point I guess that I want to make here is that if you were going to make a Halloween video, for example, we're going to use Halloween as an example. You don't want to post that video on Halloween. Doing so is not taking advantage of your situation, because you are only targeting people who are A, looking for, Halloween content, and B, looking for Halloween content specifically on Halloween day. And that's not how that's done at all. If you are going to make a holiday video, if you're going to make a Halloween video, you need to post that several weeks prior. Now, don't do like the grocery stores do. You don't need to have that Halloween video out mid-August, taking advantage of every single possible person who's looking forward to a Halloween video. But you definitely need to have it out, because it's your content that you're doing for that holiday is a celebration of the season. And if you're just putting it out like on Halloween or the day before Halloween, you're not taking full advantage of that. So have them out a couple of weeks early. But also know that holiday content is large. There's two different approaches to holiday content. We're going to talk about the money version of this in a minute, but right now, take a look at it from the perspective, like, we all make content. We all want to get discovered. We all want to be seen by people who have never seen us before. We want YouTube to share out our content and get us in front of bigger audiences and viewers who have never seen us before. And that is not what holiday content is about. You are not going to blow up and go viral as a result of your Halloween video. I mean, if you can somehow, for example, I'm going to out myself here, because I've had this fun idea that I've been playing with for many years, and I want to be very accomplished the way that I do it. I want to be very skilled, and I'm going to be very careful about the way that I go about doing this. But I want to do, like, I love Halloween. So I want to do on my fishing channel, I want to do like a mega, really rad fishing video that is holiday themed, that's Halloween. And so, spoilers ahead for anybody who, watches my fishing content. Skip to the next chapter of this video. Skip ahead, because I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret, a little behind the scenes thing that I am personally working on. And if you want to have fun with that, just absolutely skip on by, because this is a secret that's been held on my channel for multiple years, and I don't want anybody who wants to enjoy that. I don't want you suffering through. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So this is your opportunity. Bolt now. So I love ARGs, alternate reality games. And those are like the websites that they did for Cloverfield, where they put out a bunch of pictures prior to the movie. Who was it? Paranormal, no, not Paranormal Activity. It was the Mila Jovovich movie. long time ago, Encounters of the Third Kind or something like that. Anyway, so they created an entire online presence for the characters in the movie, and they news articles, and I mean they literally went out and had news articles written about the events that were told in the movie, so that when people watched the movie and then they went back online and were researching this, and this is late 90s, early 2000s, so that campaign was a little different than it is today. But they created this whole environment, this whole ecosphere of information on the internet, so that when people watched the movie or when they heard about the movie, they'd look it up and they would see all these news articles and stories about the disappearance and the alien and blah blah, this weird story. And it was all just a Hollywood plant, and it was just wonderful. It was just exquisite the way that it was done. One of the first times that this had been done. And I mean, that adds to the mysticism of the thing itself. So that's what an ARG, an alternate reality game, is where you kind of you make it up. There's other ones that, so the YouTube channels, look them up. There's some really fun ones out there, but it's where they take the whatever their media is, the YouTube video. Sometimes it's video games use ARG formats, and they make it bigger than what is going on. So my approach to this, the reason I'm bringing this ARG thing up, is typically they like to go into the horror elements. They like to do aliens, or it's something mystical, like ghosts or demons or something like that. So it plays really well into the whole Halloween spirit. So what I want to do is, and I haven't fully fleshed this out, but I want to do an ARG for Halloween on our channel. Not going to happen this year because, again, this is something that I would have to be filming in August, and be mindful of that. As somebody who does vlogs, if I'm filming in August for a video that I plan on putting out late October, I mean, that means that it's going to be 90 degrees, 93 degrees at 9 o'clock at night out at the beach when I'm filming in the dark, but I have to have a hoodie on. That's going to be the commitment level that's required of doing something like this. Just be mindful of that. You may need to go to the next level on the commitment factor for some of your work like that. So the idea would be, like, I don't have a full storyline fleshed out or anything, but it would be something along the lines of having, I don't know, something mystical show up in the background that maybe I don't see while I'm fishing, something that just the viewers see, and something strange happens, and then maybe have over the course of several videos, make it look cursed, make it look like one of these Blumhouse movie things where you start seeing things in the background, little, there's little things that we can do to have, like a little witch go across the background or something, like a black shadow go back over there, and make it look all creepy and stuff. So that would be my approach to how I would do Halloween on my fishing channel, is something like that. And I would make it an ARG, something that, I don't want to just be like, look at, we've got some carved pumpkins. I want to go next level. Like, I want to make it Halloween. I want it to be creepy. I want there to be an element of terror involved. And I don't want it just to be, just me. Oh, look at me. I'm scared. I want to screw that. Like, if you really want to go full Halloween with it, I want the viewer to have some fear and terror. I want the person watching to experience this. So that would be the entire thing. Maybe have, I don't know, maybe you see an alien spaceship or something, and I always wanted to make, I'm one of those guys who I always wanted to make the perfect alien video, like spaceship video that you submit to the news and do all that. And I mean, it would take so much work to do it right, because there would have to be dozens of people involved in making something like that. You need there to be multiple phone calls made to the news, and you need for the, like multiple people to have filmed. If you're gonna, CGI an alien ship into a scene, you need to into like, cell phone footage. Then you need to do that into cell phone footage from like 6 different cell phone cameras from different angles, and then have everybody call and report it all at once. So anyway, so this goes into the ARG elements, right, that I was talking about. So you're planning everything, and I'm being long-winded on that. I apologize. So the point being that right now, like, Halloween is obviously, we're a week before the holiday. Now is not when I'm filming my holiday. To be completely honest with you, right now I am doing my ideation for April Fools. I am literally like I'm literally putting together the elements of the April Fool's video that I want to do, because April Fool's is another fun one that I like to have fun with. But right now, I'm also putting time and effort into my my Thanksgiving videos. So start doing that. Now, I'm going to say that I'm going to lead this into a little bit different direction, talking about the holidays here, because what you do with your holiday videos, just as a reminder to reiterate before I go off into talking about money stuff, you are not going to explode your channel based on you may do it on your April Fool's video, maybe your Halloween video, if you do something interesting and crazy ARG style or whatever you're talking about doing. Yeah, there's some potential there, I suppose, but you might not be blowing up for the right reason. So I wouldn't have that as a focus. All of these holiday videos, anything that's Thanksgiving themed or New Year, Christmas, and I'm doing all just regular holidays that we're talking about here. I know there's other ones, and I'm sorry if I'm not like jumping in on like Chinese New Year or stuff like that, but it's all the same. It all follows the same format. So if you are making those videos, you're making them for the people who have subscribed to your channel. Literally, there is, I don't want to get into this too much, but okay, I want to look up something real quick, because there is a thing. I'm gonna do this just for you. We're gonna look at this together so that you're not just like, what is he talking about? Let me pull up my window here. We're gonna take a look at behind the scenes. So there is a thing where when you publish a video, I need an unpublished video. Do I have one? Yes. Okay, so there. Ignore all that. This is an old moderator meeting that we had when I was with TubeBuddy. So there is an option. Yes, okay, it's in the details. If you come down here in the details of your video, concepts, tags, language, titles. Sorry here, I'm trying to figure this out because I have not done this personally, but I know it exists. What? I swear, now I'm second guessing myself. I know it's here. I know it's under something. I wonder if it's under channel settings. So what I'm looking for is they have a thing to where you can change the audiences for your video. Upload defaults. That's what I was looking for, I think. Visibility. Advanced settings. Okay, maybe this is it. Automatic chapters. Yes, I want that. License standard category. Oh, I don't know. Education? Sorry, I'm being all quiet. I apologize. If you're just listening, and I apologize for that. We're looking at the channel settings, and I'm looking for... Maybe it's just not on here anymore. Anyway, so they used to have a thing. I'm sorry about that. I went off down into a rabbit hole. But they used to have a thing where you could kind of choose the audience. You could decide whether or not this was shown to your subscribers. And I guess they took that off of there, or I'm just not finding it. But there was an option where you could just select, just show the subscribers. You don't want this video. I think it was subscribers. Or no, you could have it ignore your subscribers. If it was not a video intended for the subscribers. And so basically, the idea here being that with the holidays, bringing this whole thing back around, I'll land the plane. So when you make holiday content, you're making it for your subscribers. Okay, it's not going to blow up, and you're making videos specifically for these people who've already subscribed to you. It's going to be a different video than what you would make for the purposes of discovery, for the purposes of getting in front of audiences who have never seen you before. There's a different cadence. There's a different style. You will speak differently to somebody if you just met them as opposed to somebody that you've known for a year, you know? And you're going to do the same thing, or at least get in the mindset of talking that in a different manner to somebody who's subscribed to you versus somebody who's subscribed. Perfect example is watch my most recent video, whatever that is. I mean, it doesn't even matter when you see this. Watch my most recent video and look at my personality. Look at the way that I'm emoting and the energy level, and look at all of that versus how I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you as somebody, like if you're listening in on this podcast, I'm not using this podcast as a means of trying to gain discovery on the platform. To be completely honest with you, what I'm doing with this podcast is everybody consumes content in a different way. And I am using this podcast as a means of getting in front of people who enjoy a podcast. They want to sit down and just listen to somebody who is talking and, looking at a computer screen of their YouTube channel analytics and not saying a word at all and talking about apparently a channel setting that doesn't even exist anymore. So if I'm speaking to you, you're welcome. But so some people like that. Some people like the long form video content. Some people like shorts. Some people like, the searchable content. Some people like a vlog. They like different styles. Some people watch it on TV. Some people listen to it on the mobile. So you want to do all of the things possible to get in front of as many people as possible in the way that they like consuming content. And so, like I said, you're going to have a different style and approach, like for what you're going to see here versus what I do on my long form. And so you're going to do the same thing for your holiday videos. You're going to take it from the approach of, these are people who are more invested in you. They have been around. They know you. While part of you building your YouTube thing is going to be like, there's a couple of different approaches to this. There's the Primal branding approach, and there's also, I kind of blend my approach between Primal branding and the character stat sheet, I guess, approach. So the character stat sheet is that when you are writing a character, you have 5 different character traits. Like there are 5 things that your character are part of that character's traits. Whether it be, I don't know, Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec is, salty, but he's also like smart and he's caring. And so there are certain things that you see. Every line of dialogue that is said by a character must represent one of those 5 traits. Like it must be representative of them. And so if you come up, this is an interesting thing. If you're writing like a narration, if you're writing a script and you go through a character analysis of yourself, figure out your 5 traits. And no, I have not done this. Like I have an idea. I know who I am. I know what I represent, what I stand for, and I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I know what I'm trying to do here. And so everything that I say will follow in line with those traits. No, I haven't gone through and actually written down the 5 most pertinent traits that I want to fall in line with. But if I did, and I would encourage doing so, just because I haven't accomplished this doesn't mean, do as I say, not as I do. Spend some time figuring out what your 5 traits are, the 5 things that represent who you are. And then when you are editing, film your video. And when you are in the editing phase, if something you say does not fall in line with one of those 5 traits, then that is probably something that can be edited out of your video. It was not pertinent. It wasn't important. It's that critical in the way that, if you watch movies, that is something that is largely used in stories and books and novels, your 5 character traits. So that's one of the things like I'm aware of. And I have, a basic idea. I just haven't put it on paper. I don't have like a thing in front of me over here that says everything that you say needs to be one of these 5 things. You can also align something that you're going to say. You can cater it towards one of those 5 things also. and it can be, you know, something as you know, simple as Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. You know, his glasses are a character trait. He has to have those glasses. It's not necessarily about what you say, but it's about that character's moment. And so I'm tying this into, so that's part of my approach. The other part is primal branding. So primal branding has a similar thing where what they talk about in that book is the sacred words is another thing. There is primal branding is all about how you know, like the Nike logo is recognizable. It is just a check mark, but it is absolutely recognized worldwide as a symbol of athleticism, as, you know, representative of sports figures, and it is known as being high quality, if not the highest quality sports merchandise logo brand out there. And you get all of that information just by looking at that check mark. And part of how people respond, how getting an audience to respond to something like that, there's different traits. There's a bunch of different things. I can't even remember them all. I don't recall what they all are right now, but there's a bunch of them. You can look up the TED Talk. You can see all that. I'll see if I can find it while I'm talking. So this one right here, Primal Branding with Patrick Hanlon. I'll play it here while I'm talking about it. So, and what they talk about with those sacred words is there are things, it's basically inside jokes that you can make, that if you make them consistently, you know, it's something that maybe just who you are. Maybe you are just making a joke that is the you know, a joke that you make in real life, in the way that you know has always been your sense of humor. It can be, so it can be something, you make an inside joke and it becomes something that you repeat on the channel. It becomes something that is said, you know, multiple times. Okay. So a good example, one that I do like to use, is one of the ones that I say is live happens. So basically every single time I do a live stream, where I'm involved in a live stream, whether or not I'm moderating a Nick Nimmin live stream, or I'm doing something with, if I happen to be doing a live stream with Andrew Can or with one of the brands or something like that. So inevitably something always goes wrong in those lives. It happens. Live happens. There you go. That's the inside joke. Hashtag live happens. Like, seriously, I'm going to make that a t-shirt. Actually, I should probably make that a t-shirt on this channel. Why have I not done that? So it happens every single time. It happens to all of us. It's something that we all understand and recognize, and we all identify with. We've all had that problem happen when we're going live, whether it be the feed fail or you don't have the audio, you know, whatever the case may be. We've all experienced it. And it is a shared experience, and it's something that I can make that joke. People who have seen me make that joke in the chat of the last 400 live streams I've been a part of, because I do it every single time, they are part of the inside joke. And that is part of the tribal knowledge. It's part of the sacred words. It is now something that unifies all of us. If you say it, I'm going to recognize exactly what you're talking about. In fact, if I, you know, spread this out enough, you say it and somebody else recognizes it, and now you're a part of a community. So those are the sorts of things, bringing this back, those are the sorts of things that you are going to be mindful of. You're going to lean more into that personality driven stuff when you are doing your holiday video. Remember that it is about your audience. It is about the human beings that you're trying to talk to, and all of that. So next, I want to talk about money with holiday stuff. And I hate this. Understand that I hate this. I hate that it's a thing. I understand. I want you to go out and make cheerful, joyful, heartwarming YouTube content for the holidays. I want that. But also, as a smaller YouTuber, or even as a larger YouTuber, the holidays are an opportunity to make a lot more money on YouTube. You don't even have to be monetized to make good money on YouTube. And right now is when you need to start planning that out. So mainly one of the big ones, there's 2 pushes that you're going to do right now. And that would be Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And then you're going to get a little bit of push after that for people buying holiday gifts for Christmas. And the way you can take advantage of that is like right now. You need to go to Amazon.com and you need to get yourself set up with an Amazon affiliate account. It'd be like this. So that Amazon affiliate account, what it does is it allows you to go to Amazon and you can say, let's look, oh, Divolk. I love Divolk. Oh my gosh, I actually want this. Yes, and I'm actually going to be talking about, I want a case for my Divolk. Yes, I want that. Okay, so anyway, what you're going to do as an Amazon, you sign up for your Amazon affiliate account. Now you can do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You can do this. Check it out. I did this when I had, I want to say I started at like 150 subscribers. I think they require you to have 250, 500 subscribers or something is one of their things. And they don't enforce that. They don't go and check your subscriber count. So this is something that you can do at basically any stage of your journey. The way that they double check this, if you sign up for an Amazon affiliate account, and I should probably do an entire video based on this alone, but I'll keep it short here. But basically, the way that they check this is you're required to have, I think it's 2 sales in 90 days or 3 sales in 180 days, something like that. You are going to share your affiliate links and you have to get sales in order to maintain that account. If you do not meet that threshold of those sales, then they cancel your account. And the thing is, what I did, and I had to do this 5 times, but I had sales every time. I just didn't have the necessary quantity of sales, whether it be 3. I think it changed up because at first it was like 2 in 90 days, and then it became like after the 3rd time I did it was like 3 in 180 days, something like that. I'll put together a video about this and give you the specifics, but basically you're required to have a certain amount of sales, and if you don't have them, then they cancel your account, and you can just go right back in, start up a brand new account, and start all over again. The thing is, if you're doing it smart, you will have made videos, obviously, that have, you know, affiliate links in them, and those affiliate links are now going to link back to an account that no longer exists, right? So you will have to go back to those videos and update all of the links to reflect the new video. Not a problem if you've made 3 videos. That is a problem if you have done it 5 times and you have 100 videos that all point towards affiliate stuff, which is where you would use something like TubeBuddy has a tool for it. Creative Fuel is actually the best tool, in my opinion. Theirs is super easy to use, and I really like Creative Fuel. I like what they do. But so they have a tool that allows you to go back and change the description of all of those videos. So you can just simply go back and tell it to say, hey, change this affiliate account link to this affiliate account link. It'll go back and do it to all your videos. But so long story short, what you're going to do is you're going to, man, my StreamYard's being weird. Why is it doing this? I don't understand. StreamYard, what is up? Gosh dang it, dude. All right. Anyway, so what you would do is after you create your affiliate account, you can come over here and like you can come to a product like this amazing Divolk case that I super want. And you can go, you'll have this site stripe it'll give you, and it tells you like what category is in, the commission rate. So on this right here, if I convince somebody, not convince, if I put this product in front of somebody and they buy it, then they buy it for $40 and I get 4% of that. So 4% of $40, I guess 10% will be $4. So about half of that would be $2. So I'm gonna make like $1.80 for everything. I mean, Amazon is not great about the rates. They do have a bonus program that kind of helps it out a lot. They gutted during the pandemic. They gutted their rates. It makes me mad. But this is the easiest, most entry-level way to get in with affiliate marketing. So what you would do is you're going to make $1.80 every single time somebody buys one of these, and you just get your link here. There you go. And then you put that in the description of your video. And when you do that, like I said, somebody clicks on that link, and in the next 24 hours, if they purchase anything at all, they don't have to purchase this case. If they purchase anything at all, you get a commission percentage of all those sales. And that percentage changes. 4% is pretty standard. But I mean, if they buy if they buy a $1,000 computer, you get 4% of that. They don't have to buy the case. They simply have to use your link to go to Amazon and then buy anything at all. If they buy real estate, you get 4% of that. So that's how that affiliate marketing thing works. And so what you would want to do is right now, start having that video ready to go for Black Friday, for Cyber Monday. For example, fishing channel. I am going to I need to plug this in to AI and figure out what my list is, but I'm going to figure out a video based on, okay. So let me show you another thing that I did. So this is a cheat trick that I did a while back, and it worked like just excellent. It was just an exquisite chef's kiss moment. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you. Okay, so what I did was, and you can't do part of this anymore. So I have a list. On my lists here, I have my lists. So I make these lists that are, pompano fishing. So I make a video about pompano fishing, and then I link to this list. Oh, they do have it. You can get a link to a list. Okay, so awesome. They've updated this. This is rad. This is super rad. So I made a video about pompano fishing, which pompano is like this really cool, popular species down here, and they require specific things. So I go catch pompano fish, and then I tell everybody these are the things that I use in order to catch pompano. If you go to the store, get them. It's all good. But also, by the way, I buy them online because I get a better deal on them. And you can buy it all at once and have it delivered to you. I have links in the description down below. You can go to that one single link that is this list that I have created. And then when they go there, they get, they have the opportunity to buy everything right here. You can just add it all to the cart, whatever you want. And then again, like I get 4% of that. I get 4% of the $7.50 they spend on fish bites and the $10.99 on the Dr. Fish 5-pack. Or that, or whatever the case is, like I get my commission percentage. So what you do is on Black Friday. The other thing I was going to show you. I'm sorry. Let me go to my affiliate account. So that's one of the ways that I go about using the affiliate stuff. But so the other thing that I do is when you have your affiliate account, one of the options they give you is these promotions right here. And this is a pain in the ass. It is a headache. But check this out. They have Amazon promo codes. These are promotional codes that people are putting out on their products, and they let you know in advance. So, for example, this one right here, this company, Mitri, you're going to have a ton of these, honestly, kind of scuzzy companies. So you've got to really put some effort. This is where you're going to put in your work on this. But what you're going to do, so this is a 50% discount that goes until October 31st. And so this would only have value for a couple of days. But let's look and see what this is. So this is a digital camera for $40 for kids, and it's 50% off using this discount code that they're going to provide, which is, that discount code is this right here, 3LJH4KVT. So you can go through and look through this list. What's another metering one? Same thing. Okay. Let's look for some gem beds. Got a folding sofa bed for $109, and that's 40% off. So the thing here now, where you're going to take advantage on Black Friday, what I would do with this, what I did it once because it's a little bit of work, but man, it was a moneymaker. And what I did was I simply said, I went through this list of promo codes and I found 5 that were like 80% discounts on fishing gear, and they were going to be available over the course of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I found these like a week in advance. So I went and I found my 5 items that I was looking at that were heavily reduced promotional items. And then I took my phone, literally did this. Did not put on any fancy shirt. I did not do anything special. I didn't script it. I didn't do anything. I went out in my backyard and I went like this. Hey guys, so I am an Amazon affiliate, and as a result of that, I'm provided with these promotional codes on some products, and it's that holiday time of year where everybody's doing their Thanksgiving, their holiday, Cyber Monday, shopping and Black Friday stuff. So if you're interested in finding some discounts on some fishing gear for maybe your husband, your brother, or boyfriend, whatever the case may be, if you have somebody who enjoys fishing and you want to get some highly discounted items as gifts for them, I've got a whole list of promotional items that I was provided here just for you. Take advantage. There's a link in the description down below, and have fun, enjoy, and happy holidays. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving season. I hope this helps you out a little bit. Literally, it was like a 1 minute 10-second video. And that's all it was just an announcement. I do affiliate links. I'm an Amazon affiliate, and as a part of that, I was given these promotional codes for these items that you can get at a highly discounted rate. And I gave the links for everything, plus the discounts and the discount code. It took a little bit of work. Like, the video itself was very simple, but then it took a little bit of work finding the promotional items. And I put all the information in the description of the video, and I was very forthcoming. And it's genuine, and I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I'm not trying to push salesman stuff. It's just like, here, dude, this is a thing that I'm provided. I'm just passing it along to you, should that be something that you find helpful. That video, now, I put a really good thumbnail on that video. Okay, the title, I don't remember what it was. It was simple, but it was, boyfriend finds for, I don't know, Cyber Monday or whatever it was. Black Friday finds for your boyfriend, super cheap, out of something like that. The thumbnail was really, really well done. Like, I don't remember the CTR on it, but it had a very good thumbnail on it. Very professional looking, very normal looking. It fell in line with the expectations the viewer could have by clicking on a video of that topic, while at the same time it stood out from other videos that were similar. Also, this was something, because it was a holiday thing, it spoke to my audience. I didn't need it to get discovered. It did happen to get, to hit browse and get a little bit of discovery outside of my subscribers. But that video got like 700 views over the course of like 3 days, and I made like $1,000 in sales on that video, doing just little like $30 fishing rod stuff, discounted. Like, I made like $1,000 in sales off of stuff that had like an 80-90% discount on it. And so now that's $1,000 in sales, with varying commission percentages. So I don't remember how much money I made on that, but with the bonuses and everything that Amazon is offering now, I think I would expect to make like $100 on that for a video that took 30 minutes worth of research online over here, and a 1 minute 10-second video that had zero editing and zero scripting and zero effort. That is the power of what you are capable of doing on YouTube. And literally, I had like 150 subscribers when I did that. And if you're smart about it, it's something that you can do a lot. And you don't need to do it a lot. I mean, you're not trying to be an Amazon affiliate YouTube channel, you know what I mean? But this is an opportunity where you can take advantage of something like that. If you are doing a yoga channel, for example, and I'm speaking to you, Alice, my most favorite yoga channel person, you can you can look through the Amazon affiliate thing, and you can find the 5 items that are, the mats or the weights, tools, whatever it is, things that you can use. You can go to the health and fitness section, find these promotional items and be like, hey, I don't necessarily back these items. I don't know, but if you're looking for something cheap, these are discounted items, and just very easily, make some money off of this holiday very quick and easy. Now, don't be scammy about it. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to do that. You can do the same thing for Christmas. There's going to be a lot of people selling Christmas stuff at discounted rates prior to Christmas, because all people's disposable income disappears in January. Nobody's going to be buying anything again until like March or April or something. So people are really trying to push their product and get it out there, because they know that they're going to be seeing a slump in sales in January and February. So they're going to be trying to get rid of their product. There's going to be a lot of discounts, and those are going to be opportunities for you to take advantage of that. Now, anybody can do this. If you do a comic book channel, there are going to be things that comic book people who enjoy writing comic books, artists, they're going to be using pens. They're going to be using computer programs, which I'll be honest with you, programs and Kindle's books get the highest commission percentages if you were using Amazon. You don't have to use Amazon, who has some of the most pitiful commission rates on the entire internet. There's a lot of them. If you are, a perfect example, I am an affiliate for Creative Fuel, and I want to say I get like a 50% commission from those guys. So, those are worth way, way more than the 4% commission that you can get from Amazon. So please check out that Creative Fuel link I got down below. Consider those guys, right? Let's go make that holiday money. Yeah, but seriously, so take advantage of the holidays on that. Know the system, know how it works. Think about the human being on the other side who's watching this. Speak to them, be yourself. You don't have to be salesman-y. You don't have to be scammy about it, but you can definitely take advantage. If you have somebody who likes reading comic books, there are going to be things that a comic book reader will need that you can find, and you can, just provide it there for them as a means of like, hey, this is something that I kind of caught my attention. I wouldn't mind, this is maybe something that I would use, especially at that discounted price. It's something I'd consider. So if I'd consider it, maybe you'd consider it. Take a crack at it. Also, go buy a car from the link. The other one, the last thing I want to talk about with this, with the holiday thing, is so you're going to notice a couple of things. Things change. Things are a little bit different than they were the last couple of years, but the more things change, the more they stay the same. And that's going to be, you're going to notice a fluctuation in your views that is going to probably began happening mid-August, and especially after the heinous thing that happened on August 10th that completely ruined all channels' views on YouTube. If you haven't heard people complaining about that, then the inside joke on that being that ad blockers were preventing YouTube from counting views if they had an ad blocker on it. So people were like, oh my God, my views are disappearing. I'm not getting any views. They're all gone. It was people watching their videos with ad blockers. So that sucks. They weren't getting their view counts, but also it was behind ad blockers. You weren't getting paid for those views. So, yeah. So don't sweat it. So anyway, okay. I'll get back on track. My apologies. I'm dragging it out here. I'm sorry. So you're going to see a probably pretty big drop in views. It's the holidays. My family is coming down for this weekend, not just like on Halloween. It's not just going to be like Halloween night. My family is coming down on Thursday, and they're going to be hanging out here until Sunday. I am not watching any YouTube Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not going to be watching any videos. I'm spending time with my family. Probably not going to be watching a whole lot of videos on Tuesday or Wednesday either, other than what I have to do for what I consider, to be my job at the moment, doing this, and the work that I do with the KDCC, which is a wonderful community, and I'll have a link in the description down below. If you're not a part of the KDCC Discord server, and you are sitting at the 45-minute on this podcast, you are absolutely the person who needs to be in that community. KDCC on Discord. If you're a Discord person, absolutely need to go and hit that up. It is just it's perfect for you, I promise. But anyway, so views are dropping. It's the holidays. That's all part of what happens right now. And it gets worse. That whole week of Thanksgiving, I'm taking 3 days off from YouTube to spend time with my family on Halloween. But on Thanksgiving, I'm taking like a week and a half off, not watching any videos. Christmas is going to be the exact same way. So is New Year's. All of these holidays, and dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not sitting there and watching. The amount of time I'm going to spend watching YouTube videos will be cut in half. And everybody else is going to be doing the exact same thing. They're all rushing around. They're going to work, and then they're going to get the food that they're going to be making for the holidays, and they're going to be trying to buy gifts, and they have recitals to go to, and they have one-act play, and there's basketball games, and there's just so much stuff going on that's in the holiday season that YouTube takes a little bit of a backseat. So if you're seeing views drop, don't worry about it. It's part of the game. It's going to keep getting worse until January, and then something special happens. On Christmas, everybody gets their new phones for Christmas. And the first thing they do is they get all those phones set up. And then in January, after New Year's, January 2nd, those views start going up again. They'll go up all the way until August. They keep climbing and climbing. You'll see a big spike in summertime as people are out of school. The teachers are no longer teaching and all of that. But another thing to be aware of is that not only are views falling right now in the holidays because of everything going on, the holiday everything. If you are monetized, if you're not monetized, still understand that you're going to be monetized. You're probably closer than you think. But if you are monetized, if you are making money, you're going to notice that, generally speaking, because there is some room for nuance here, but generally speaking, you are going to make the same amount of money. Regardless of views dropping, your CPMs are going to go up. And what's happening is, and this is you'll see it on YouTube, but typically people on YouTube don't have a lot of experience with marketing and with working with other brands and sales and all of that. If you do, you'll know what I'm talking about. But so advertisers are given a budget, an amount of money that they are allowed to spend marketing their product over the course of the year. That budget begins at the beginning of the year, and they know that they're going to budget X amount for each quarter, and they know that Q4, which is the holiday season, is the big money maker. So they have limited budgets in Q1, 2, and 3, and then Q4. Not only do they have an extended budget because of the holiday season, but they also have to spend every dime that they have left. If they don't spend all of their money, if they are allotted $1,000 to spend on advertising and marketing in 2026, and by the end of 2026 they only spent $90, then when they renew budgets for 2027, they'll look back and be like, well, hey, we did what we did on $90, so you only get $90 for 2027. The budget goes down, and now their hands are tied. They're not able to accomplish as much. So they're going to spend in Q4. Not only do they have an increased budget, but they have to get rid of every single dime that they have available. They have to dump it out there. And so they dump money into advertising, the advertising that's being shown on the ads on your videos. So those videos are making a whole lot more money in the holiday season in Q4 than they would be the rest of the year. And so generally what that means is everybody likes to panic and freak out about the fact that they are not making as many views as they were prior, but they are making the exact same amount of money. That's how that works. That's why that works. And of course, making maybe a little bit more content, making content that gets in front of people with a more disposable income. Those are things that, from a marketing perspective, you try to target in the holiday season. So, okay. Oh, that is dirty things to talk about over the holidays. I'm sorry. It's just things to be aware of, because especially if you're trying to make this a career, if you're trying to go, hardcore full-time making money with this, understand that the money that you make from the ads on your videos is pretty poor. It's going to be one of the worst streams of revenue that are eligible to you, that are available to you as a YouTube content creator. So you need to buff up the other revenue sources and the other streams of revenue that are available. One of those is affiliate marketing. And one of the best ways that you can take advantage of that is going to be the things that I've just talked about, here on this podcast, is the bolstering your holiday season, your Q4 numbers. Now is go time. Now is the time for you to make that video. You can be helpful. You don't have to be a bad person selling to somebody. You can do it from a perspective of somebody who is helping and providing some value. And I highly encourage you to take that approach. You do you, but I do encourage you to take that approach. And that's that. Aside from the dirty marketing talk, thank you so much for hanging in there with me today. Thank you for being a part of this channel. If you are new and have not subscribed, I would, ask that maybe you consider doing that, because I would very much enjoy having you as a part of my journey here on YouTube with this strategy channel thing that we are doing. I would very much enjoy hearing from you. If you have any comments or thoughts, I'm going to be answering every single comment that comes in. I have done so on my primary channel to the tune of well over 50,000 comments, and I plan on maintaining that throughout. I'm going to answer every single comment until I am not physically capable of doing so. So yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. Please consider, doing all of the YouTube things, the like and all of that fun stuff. And again, I appreciate having you here with me. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you when we do this all over again in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye.